Michigan's classic rock station.
Rock Station. K92 FM.
This is Billy Haas, a.k.a. Spaceman. You're listening to K92 FM
In stereo.
It's a midnight run. We go into the rear of the warehouse on the north side, grab the stingers and ordnance before anyone knows we were there.
Sounds too easy.
That's because it is.
Security?
There's one guard on shift. Armed. 6 security cameras covering inside and out.
Sounds like a 40-year stretch. If we're lucky.
How are we supposed to get in undetected?
We don't.
There's no way to cut the camera feed. We take out the guard and we go in heavy. By the time the security company realizes the guard hasn't checked in, we'll be gone. No trace.
I don't know what's in there.
This warehouse usually stores mainly irrigation equipment and tractor parts, farm shit. But the week before Christmas, the Redstone Army base in Halton going to be transferring a ton of military hardware and storing it at this warehouse.
Pretty unusual for military to be using civilian warehousing. How do you know that?
Because I've been working my ass to the bone in there for 3 years. I've been eating shit for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I have the manifest. Stingers, M16s, light machine guns, rocket launchers. It's gonna be a goddamn Christmas miracle.
Frank, we're gonna need a van, something big enough to haul everything. And we're gonna need weapons. Small arms, short barrel type stuff. Things go south and we get boxed in, we might have to shoot our way out.
Consider it done. Where's the money coming from?
Wes Chapman set it up.
Chappie. Haven't heard that name since the war. How much is he in for?
Nothing, he's dead. Shot himself 2 months ago. Couldn't shake the bug.
He's a good man. Good Marine.
Guess Chappie figured it was easier to eat his sidearm.
Before he checked out, Chappie put me in touch with an Arab named Amir. He's looking for particulars.
We're doing business with terrorists.
The last I checked, it was still a free country.
Go on.
Once we leave the warehouse, we head west to an abandoned construction site just outside of Northfield. Arabs will be there at 1600.
What's the cut?
2.2 million. 500 grand each. Our getaway's 100,000. It's 25 grand up front. Bennett Myers is flying us out. We leave in at St. Andrews Air Base. From there, the C-130 takes us south across the border into Panama. Any more questions? Let's get to work.
private property. You can't be here. Move this piece of shit now, or I'll have someone move it for you. You hard of hearing, asshole? Jesus Christ. Skip, we got a couple of...
Hey, Miller. Suck on this. Adios, amigo.
Let's move! 5 minutes!
Let's move.
470.
Stingers are down there, all the way to the end. E13. Got him!
Let's move!
Hey, I'm coming around.
Come on. Bring it in straight.
Okay, there's the call. Security company's been notified. 3 minutes for that call to come into county, 6 minutes for them to get here. That gives us 8 minutes to get the fuck out of here.
Hurry up, let's go, let's go.
Get us out of here.
The National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning tonight, threatening across the Lone Star State. Freezing rain from Texas to Ohio, straining power grids all the way from Texas into the Midwest. Snow-covered roads, low visibility. We're looking at heavy snow again, stretching all the way from Texas
You hear that?
to Missouri today. Anywhere from 3 to 6 inches
Huh?
of snow, 2 to 4 in Oklahoma City, 6 to 10 in Kansas City, and we're looking at 1 to 2 in Amarillo, Texas.
You must have heard that.
Then for tomorrow, this big system moves slowly, and that's the problem. Heavy rain from Birmingham to New York City, power outages, and very difficult travel. Ice mounts up to half an inch and heavy snow.
Flight leaves 0600. Once we offload the Stingers, we'll be home free. Make no mistake, we're now viewed as traitors by our own government. The Army, FBI, National Guard, State Police. They'll all be ordered to surgically remove us, leaving no trace we even served. They trained us to kill, send us off to do their dirty work, with no compensation. In a few short hours, consider yourselves all permanently retired.
gonna fuck this up. You just keep them away from the Arabs when they get here. Fucking army guys.
Marines,
Whatever, what's the difference?
you're about to find out if you'll keep your mouth shut.
What happened? How many? Chuck!
I dumped a full mag in it. Didn't even slow it down.
What do you mean, it?
What happened?
What happened?
What happened?
What happened?
Hell if I know what I saw. What I saw doesn't make any sense.
Where the fuck are the stingers?
You're not listening to me. There were no stingers. Just it. Nothing.
Whatever Chuck was shooting at couldn't have got far.
Doesn't seem like he even wanted to hit him. Shooting from that close? How could you miss?
Sergeant, what was it?
A machine. Goddamn machine.
A machine? What are you talking about? A robot? You expect us to believe that? Whoever broke in is halfway to the state line by now. What are we gonna tell the Arabs? Whoa.
You lying bastard. If there were no stingers in that crate, then what the hell was?
Everything you asked for was on that manifest.
You've been working at that warehouse for 3 years.
I'll say it again. The base commander moved everything to that warehouse 2 weeks ago.
Something tells me you're running a side deal here, Morley.
I don't know any Arabs. I wouldn't even know how to set up a buy. That's why I partnered with you military guys. You guys are the trained experts.
No one else knew what the exchange was.
Something broke out. Not in.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. Defense Intelligence Agency.
Goddamn spooks.
Once you get to the end of this road, turn right.
داریم میرسیم 2 دقیقه به عمر بگو تا 3 ساعت دیگه میرسیم لکزینگتون اسکله 1 معلومه که برچسبای حمل و نقل رو با خودمون آوردیم مدارک درسته Right there, turn!
If things go south, put them down.
Put them all down.
Merry Christmas.
Is that my money?
Not yet. 2 million.
Courtesy of Uncle Sam. M16A1. Fires a 5.56 NATO cartridge. We got 20 rounders and 30s. Or my personal favorite, the M60 E3. 7.62 by 51, and this little honey spits out 600 rounds per minute. Oh, damn.
What about the Stingers?
We're a few stingers short.
How many?
All of them.
We had a deal for the Stingers.
The Americans don't have the Stingers. No. 3, yes. What do you want me to do?
M72 Law's rocket launcher. You can still take down a jetliner with one of these babies. No guidance system, but you get close enough and, damn.
I didn't drive halfway this estate to get rocket launchers.
بهت گفتم به این کس و شنگا اعتماد نکن. Go. Go. گند زدی.
take 200,000 off the top. What's the 200 you put down? Hell, we'll leave you throwing some hand grenades, free of charge.
Fuck you.
I don't know how it works in your country, amigo. But here in the good old US of A, gaining access to a level 2 government-run warehouse is no walk in the park.
It's supposed to be loaded in a cargo ship tomorrow night. What kind of operation are you running?
There's enough hardware here for you to start your own goddamn war.
The deal's up.
It's a setup!
You should have taken the deal.
You fucking bastard.
He's headed east, towards the creek.
Right towards you.
How many men are we dealing with here, Sergeant?
Some kind of straight-edge weapon. Cut him straight through his ribcage.
Feds will be crawling all over this place soon. Dump the crates out of the back of the van. We move. 5 minutes.
Before, can't leave this here. Got to get rid of it or we're fucked.
We're already fucked. There's no time. Besides, $2 million richer. We'll take the van east to 195 interstate all the way to St. Andrews Air Base. Let's move. Adios, amigo.
Look Let's move.
Weapons package is disabled. Okay, weapons package enabled. Time to detonation. 10 hours.
What the fuck is going on?
That's great.
We can't just leave this here.
No choice. Let's see who's home.
To West Branch. Come in, over. To West Branch. Come in, over. Deputy Will Robertson. Is there anyone that can hear me on this channel? Over.
Jesus.
We proposed a peace agreement to end the fighting for good. The Kosovar leaders signed that agreement last week, even though it does not give them all they want.
Move an inch and I'll blow you in half.
Jesus, take it easy, old man. I'm just passing through.
The Bible may forgive trespassers, but I sure as hell don't. Don't even think about it, Sonny. I may look slow, but you reach for that piece, I'll blow you right back out that door.
I don't want any trouble.
Well, you got trouble now.
Drop it. I said drop it.
Not a chance. You know how much this thing cost?
This guy's armed to the teeth.
What are you gonna do? Kill me? You're gonna kill a cripple? Ever heard of a small island in the Pacific? Some gook put me in this chair for serving my country. This is how I'm gonna die?
No one's killing anybody. We just need a ride out of here. Where's the keys to the fort out back?
Doesn't work. Took the engine out of it last summer.
You alone?
Of course I'm alone. You see anybody else? It's Christmas Eve, for Christ's sake.
You got any other weapons we should know about?
There's some dynamite in the garage.
Dynamite.
Listen, Pops. Hell is coming this way. And unless you start being useful, you're gonna become unuseful.
Keep quiet and out of our way. And you might live through this.
Something's not right. Whatever killed that man is still out there. And it's coming after us. We need to move out now.
Maybe he's right. Turn it up.
Investigating a robbery where a security guard was fatally shot. Authorities are looking for this man, Stan Morley. Morley, a longtime employee of the warehouse, is wanted on a nationwide warrant. Police have not yet identified Morley's 3 other accomplices. Police are urging the public, if you see this man, call them. We'll have more on this developing story coming up. In other news now...
Friend of yours?
It's the fucking cops.
Not a word. Or you die first.
Get ready.
Okay, 35.
Jesus.
Police officer.
I'm seeing it, but I ain't believing it.
No, don't shoot it. It doesn't know we're in here.
That's not possible. How the hell did that thing find us so fast?
I told you, but you wouldn't listen. No one would. We need to board this place up now. Windows, doors, and I mean now.
Get that gun out of my face.
That thing gets in here. We're all dead.
Frank, you gotta come see this.
Analyzing. 14 volts. Not compatible. Power at 39%. System shutdown.
It's just standing there. We need to consider the possibility that we might be here a while.
Bennett. Offer him Morley's cut to come and get us out.
I tried him. No signal.
Try again.
Forget it. We split Morley's share 3 ways.
Can't spend the money if you're dead.
Where are you going? I'll get the dynamite.
Dynamite. I'm coming with you.
No. Stay here. Keep your eye on it. Let me know if nothing moves.
What are you guys? Bank robbers?
We're patriots.
You're fools. It's only a matter of time before they get in here and rip you neck to nuts. In the jungle, we could smell them coming. Ain't gonna get Boyd Lee Simpson without a fight. Not this time.
We don't know what that thing is.
Can I have my gun back?
Say again, Firefly, this is Red Rover. We need a taxi out of here. Over. Firefly to Red Rover. Come in, god damn it.
The 412 copy. Lima Foxtrot 1, we are squawk 1033. Departure radio contact 600 miles.
Firefly to Red Rover. Mayday, made. Come in, over. I repeat, this is Firefly.
This is Red Rover. Your message is broken. Over.
Bennett, this is Mosley. We got a situation here. A bad one. Need immediate extraction. Over.
Negative, Firefly. I've got new orders. Original LZ at 0600.
We're in serious... We're as good as it can.
Did you get any of that?
Something about as good as dead.
Chuck, come in. What's up? Damn it. It might be in the building. Get out of there, Frank. Shoot it! Shoot it!
Hydraulics fluid low.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
How the hell should I know? This wasn't part of the goddamn plan.
Well, we gotta do something. Otherwise, there won't be anybody left.
What the hell's that thing want with us? Where were you, Reardon? You were supposed to keep an eye on it.
I followed it around back. The snow picked up, and I lost it by the electrical transformer.
We'll never make the base. Time for plan B. We got plenty of cash.
No one's going anywhere.
I don't remember anybody putting you in charge.
I told you. We need to fortify this place. Bullets don't work.
Hydraulic fluid levels restored. Okay, accessing playback.
M60 E3. This little heist picks at 600 rounds. Oh, very nice.
Bullets do work. Look. We drive south and head to the Mexican border. We just made the 11 o'clock news. Every bus station, airport, and border crossing is going to be crawling with cops. Nearest highway is a 3-hour walk in all directions. In this weather, we'll never make it. We stick to the original plan. Ride out this storm for a few more hours. Head east to the highway. Chuck. Sorry.
For what?
I didn't believe you. None of us did.
Who would? The army created a monster. Now we have to deal with it. I'm gonna find it. Keep an eye on it.
We can drive this thing out of here. If we can find the keys for it. Same goes for the Ford in the back.
That cripple said they were both out of commission.
Now forget him. I don't trust a word he says.
Bust.
It's a bomb.
Jesus, Chuck.
Your walking fucking bomb can tear a man's heart out before its next beat. We're never getting out of its grip.
Take it easy. We're getting out of here.
Step back. Put your guns on the floor.
Not a chance.
Take one more step, and we'll find out if you're one of them.
The money's in the truck. All we have to do is get it. We can buy our way out of the country.
God damn it, Reardon. We're on the same team. And that thing is still out there.
Maybe it's already in here.
Drop the gun, Chuck. That's an order.
You can take your orders and shove them up your ass. You're dead. Might as well accept it. It's coming.
We're gonna have to put him down. He's compromised the whole operation.
This operation's already compromised.
Chuck, where are you?
Chuck, come in. Where's the money?
Chuck, answer me, goddammit.
Found him?
Oh, I found him already. Son of a bitch has locked himself in a tool room. And he has the dynamite.
Fuck!
We gave our lives to the military. We should have never turned our backs on them. You can't fight the military. They're the strongest group of fighters the world has ever seen. Look what they made. How do you fight that?
We're soldiers. We follow orders. Open the door.
Not a chance. You're one of them. I noticed earlier. You move like it. You talk like it. Who sent you?
No one sent us. Now open the fucking door. You can stay in there all night for all I care. We just want the dynamite. And the money.
Money?
We're unarmed. Come on out, and we can talk about this.
Talk is over. I've heard enough. Pretty soon they'll be sending these things all over the place to do the government's dirty work. You call yourselves soldiers? You're traitors. I'm a Marine. No one is taking Sergeant Chuck Reardon alive. We're all going to die tonight. But not before I make this right. That's where the problem began. Right there.
Chuck, don't do it!
And this is where the problem ends. That money signed our death warrant.
That's not gonna solve anything. Chuck, don't do it! Move!
Firefly to Red Rover. I repeat, this is Firefly. Come in, over. Trans on Squawk 109er. Firefly to Red Rover.
You're wasting your time.
Our best chance to get out died with that van. Now we have no chance.
In Iraq, the enemy surrounded us everywhere. Hundreds of them. Remember that? We're Marines. We can handle anything.
You call yourselves soldiers? You're traitors. You're traitors.
It may be made out of titanium or some hard composite. But there's no way it could withstand 40 pounds of dynamite. We just got to find a way to trap it. And then get the hell out of the perimeter of the explosion. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna find my way out of here.
better work. We're almost out of ammo.
Error. Not compatible.
The men on that videotape were 4-star generals. Could have been made offshore. Intelligence agency, CIA were running all kinds of black ops missions in Vietnam. Maybe they just wanted to even the playing field.
You're saying the Vietnamese made that thing?
Not likely. North Korea, China.
Yeah, well, if it's made in China, maybe it'll break down on its own.
This thing was shelved for a reason. It's not indestructible. We can kill it.
Frank, how much longer?
First door's set. Coming back from war.
Frank. Come in.
Power restored to 25%.
What are you?
Soldier.
Blast radius 1 mile. Target. Danger.
I'm a murderer.
Stop right there! Drop the bag now! We've been looking for you.
Who is he?
Passport says John Carson. Rammed through the system. No prior arrests.
Keep looking. No one's that clean.
Your crime spree just ended, son.
How did you think you were gonna get away with this? Huh?
Maybe they didn't think that far ahead.
The feds seem real anxious to talk to you. Called about 15 minutes ago. They're sending somebody down to pick you up.
Lieutenant William Mosley, 2nd Marine Division, 81 to 96. Retired.
See? That wasn't so tough, was it?
You're in way over your head, cop. Whatever's out there killed my men. Butchered them like spring lambs. And the people that made that thing are on their way here now to cover it up.
Boy, you got some kind of imagination.
24 hours ago, I was just like you. Too stupid to see what's going on. Open this door and let me out of here. Keep the money, disappear. Just let me go.
Like hell. You're gonna pay for what you did. And when you do, I'll be right there to see it happen.
We're all gonna pay for what I did. You and your men too, if you don't get them out of here.
You can play the tough, strong guy. As long as you want. And not tell us. But believe me, you're finished.
Firefly, this is Red Rover. Come in.
I want roadblocks on the 115 and Green Lane. There may be some of them still out there. I want this county locked down. No cars in or out.
I would have made it.
Oakland County Sheriff's Office.
Sheriff, you gotta see this.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sheriff, you ever see anything like this? There's still pieces of it all over, everywhere. Sheriff, this is something, isn't it?
No, no, no. Don't touch it. Get it out of here.
Sit down.
No, no, no. Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. I said sit down.
Get it out of here.
It's a
fucking bomb! God damn it!
We have breaking news of a massive explosion in Michigan. People are being evacuated as fire crews continue to battle this fire.
Police and fire officials are now saying that a 1,500-pound car bomb ripped through the Oakland County Police Department early this morning.
FBI and state authorities are now calling this a terror attack.
At least 50 people are dead, and that number is expected to rise. Authorities have identified 51-year-old William Mosley as the bomber, who was also killed in a blast. Mosley was a former Marine with ties to a militant group out of Lexington. Mosley's accomplices have been identified as Frank Baxter and Chuck Reardon. Authorities remain confident that this was an isolated terror attack. They believe Mosley and his army buddies picked the police building as their target for the bombing because of a long-time grudge against the government. A grudge that delivered bloodshed not seen on U.S. soil since the Oklahoma City bombing. Take a good look. This is what a real monster looks like.
General, we land in 30 minutes.